Hey YouTube. Hi. Since I was 7 years old, wow, you remember, well, some of you might and some of you might not. But back in the day, you used to can drive by a truck and you can make a signal and to do like you can, do your arms like this and they would blow their they out the window. So anyway, I think I had to be about maybe 8 or 9, I believe. And I seen a truck and I did that. We was on our way to Boston. And what I remember was doing it and my father saying, "That's a woman." Of course, okay. Like a woman could be driving the truck. But it was in the 80s, like I think 80, it might have been 1980, 83 maybe. Something on, hold on. Well, how old did I say I was? 7. So I was 7 or 8. Okay, let's say I was 8, 9. Let's say I was 9 years old. So if I was born in 91, 81 would have been 10 years, right? So it was like 1980. Yeah, probably about 1980. Anyway, and I looked. She didn't look like a woman. She didn't look like a woman, but she was a woman. I remember at that age saying, "I want to drive a truck." But by the time I got older and grown, I think it was in my subconscious or something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I decided I never did it. So when I was in my 20s, mid 20s, I wanted to do it. But my husband told me I could do it. He said, "But you're going to be away from the kids all the time." I guess he didn't know about local or just that he didn't know. So he was just using his opinion. Just like everybody always think that when you start driving trucks that you have to start over the road. But I found out that they also have places that hire you local, straight out of school. So all these years just went by. I done had people do this. I done had one of my girlfriends did it. And I ended up dating an actual truck driver. And I decided to do this thing. So what I had realized was when I was coming on here to see how the lady truck drivers, all of their information, nobody would ever tell me what they did straight from beginning to end. So what I'm gonna try to do is allow you guys to take this journey with me and see every day. Not every day. Well, and every time I come on here, it's gonna be updated. You know, but what I'm doing now from this point, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I had already gotten, I had already got the book. I don't know where the book is anymore. I probably could find it if I wanted to. But I went by the Department of Driver Services. I got the book. I studied that book, and I went back and took the test, and I did not pass the test. I couldn't get past the air brakes. So time went by. I believe I got ill and everything, and so time went by. I don't know how many months it was, but anyway, I decided to go back now to get my test. So one of my girlfriends, I had called her maybe last year and tried to actually get her to do it with me. And I guess she had forgot about me and all things work together for the good, okay? She was going through a very, crisis in her life where she was just ready to do something different and get her life back on track. So she went on and went to school and went to Iowa, was out in Iowa somewhere in the cold in the wintertime, saying that the temperature was 7 below zero, 17. So she did her thing. And when she came back, I was like, when I found out she was out there, I called her, I texted her one day and I said, "Where are you?" I said, "You didn't think about me?" But I had got over it so quick. That's why I know that what God got for me is for me and what God got for you is for you. I can't be mad at her. She went on and did it. Some things you have to do alone. Some things are meant just for you to do. And so she did it. And she has her CDLs. And so license. So she's going to go on a road, but she went through a company. I'm not choosing to do it through a company to pay my way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to study this exam. Right now, how they have it, for you to even go to school, for you to take your CDLs, you have to take a entry level test a first-time entry-level test. It's something like that. But it started February 2nd, February 7th, I believe. So you can't even get in school now without the permit. You have to have the permit to even go to school. And you have to take classes. Basically, they're saying you can't just get somebody to teach you how to drive a CDL and then and go get your license. No, now you have to go to school. You have to get this training. You don't have to be through a whole school like a technical college, but it has to be a register. It has to be registered with the Department of Driver Services. So I'll show you guys all that stuff later. And when I figure out how to put links and do all of that stuff, I'll even share a lot of stuff because I got a lot of information. I understand everything quite well. But anyway, this is what I'm doing right now. Y'all, how you turn this thing? I know you're supposed to be the, am I supposed to be able to flip this with the video? Anyway, if I can, let me try this. I figured it out some other time, and y'all can tell me. I'm doing this right here. Now I'm on part 2. And I've been reading about it and saying that everybody's saying that they took this test and they did these courses and it helped them pass their CDL. So that's what I'm on now. I don't know if I have to do some flashcards or I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I tell you what I'm gonna do though. I know what I am gonna do. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna stay focused on this. I got something right now trying to throw me off focus. Trying to throw me off. Y'all look at this. Siri's on and she's recording everything that I'm saying. Y'all see that? I accidentally put the, let me get you off of here. You might see that stuff too technical. Technology is too advanced for me nowadays. The smartphones are too smart for me. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm studying. I'm on test 2. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna focus. Focus in, and I'm gonna get my CDLs license, y'all. And I need some encouragement. Talk to me, help me out, tell me anything. It don't matter. Okay? But I tell you what I'm about to do is focus. Okay? And all these other things that's going on behind me, that's where I'm gonna leave them behind me. And I'm pressing forward to the mark of the high calling, okay? I'm leaving all that mess behind, all that other mess behind me. I'm going to start me a new life. I have an 18-year-old son. He's just about to graduate from high school, and I'm about to get my life on the go. I seen a couple of other lady truck driver videos, and I'm about to do this thing. I remember one girl. She said, "Y'all better come on out here and make this money." I remember that. I remember it. She said, "Come out here and make this money. It's money out here to be made." So guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to go get it. Bye bye.